Hi, this is MIcornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. And today I just want to advise visionaries. And I want to advise people that have been called by God and God has given them visions. And I want to speak about things that you need to avoid when you've got a vision. Things that you need to avoid when you are running a vision. Because there are things that will actually derail you of your vision. There are those things that can destroy the vision completely. There are those things that will actually fail you in running your vision if you don't avoid them. And that's the reason why we want to speak to those people that have got visions. And I don't know if you've got a vision, you are quite aware of this, but there are those things that you need to avoid when you've got a vision. And that's the reason why I want to present this one as the leader of Church Governance Solutions. Remember, on this platform, what we do, we actually restoring godly order in the house of the orderly God. And we do that through kingdom principles. And what we do is we are teaching the true doctrine on this particular platform. And majority of the pastors are gaining quite a lot out of this as well. Now, remember that you need to avoid some things when you're running a vision. You need to avoid some things when you have a vision. The first thing that I want to bring before you right now is to avoid doing it for money, because there are most of you that are called and they've got visions. But the problem is that running that vision, you become actually duped into doing it for money, because there are those that believe and think that a vision brings money. And we want to say that a vision is not meant to bring money, but money will come along the way. And it must not be done for money. It must be done mainly for passion and because also for the calling that God has called you. And it's based on obedience, you're obeying God. And secondly, you must develop a passion for that vision so that you can follow your vision, actually not for money. Now, those that are doing a vision for money, they are actually getting disappointed at some stage. Because if the people that you presenting your vision to, and they are not giving money, you are going to be disappointed. You're going to really be discouraged as well. There are those that, when they do it for money as well, people run away from you because you are now tempted to rob the people of their hard-earned monies because you are doing your vision for money. So please avoid doing the vision for money, because that will definitely destroy your vision. Now, secondly, avoid eating the money for the vision, because there are times when when the money gets in, they actually use the money for their own enrichment. And I'm sure you would know what I'm talking about. We have seen people that will actually gather people and get people that support them in a vision. While people support them in a vision, the very same resources, financial resources that are coming in, they're actually eating and destroying the vision. They're eating those finances and destroying the vision. And at Church Governance Solutions, we want to advise you that remember that a vision needs to be supported, and finances are very key. And sometimes also when you start to eat the resources of the vision, you are suffocating the vision, because as I said, the vision needs money to actually start moving. So therefore we want to urge people that are actually eating the finances or the money that is coming for the vision, that you are killing the very same vision that you said you have. And majority of the people, when they take the money and eat, they forget that the money that is brought for the vision is a public money. And those people are bringing money from their hard-earned cash. They're working hard to actually bring the money into the church. And when you eat that money, you actually literally saying to the people that are giving the money, I'm not serious about this vision, or I'm not even sure about the vision. So because you are eating the very same resources that needs to be driving the vision, so therefore you are actually literally saying to the people, I'm not serious about the vision. Now, we want to urge those people that have got vision to avoid eating the money for the vision, because that will actually, as I said, suffocate the vision itself. Avoid chasing after fame as well, because there are those that are actually, when they're running a vision, they want to be famous. Yes, you will be famous eventually when you're running your vision properly and structuring it in a way that it will actually start to attract people. It will start to attract attention of people. But if you are actually doing it for fame, you are going to fail the vision, you're going to fail yourself as well. And therefore, as Church Governance Solutions, we want to advise people that have got visions that don't ever do it for fame. Because you may be famous along the way, but let it not be for the sake of fame. Because those that are running it for the sake of fame, they are actually even looking for likes. They're looking for support from people. They're looking for people to applaud them and clap hands for them. They're looking for people to talk and encourage them. They're looking for people to cheer them up. And we want to say that it is difficult to run a vision in the beginning anyway, or for the sake of you understanding that when you're running a vision, sometimes you're walking a lonely road, and sometimes you're in a lonely way, whereby nobody seems to be supporting you in the beginning. But I want to say that if you are looking for fame, fame may not come. And while fame is not coming, majority of the people give up along the way. And that's the reason why we want to say to you, don't ever try to do it for fame. Because when you start to do it for fame, you are basically going to give up along the way. You're going to start thinking that God has deserted you, or the vision itself is not working, because in your mind, you would actually want to be famous quickly because of the vision. And we want to urge you not to do so. Now, also avoid taking advantage of the people supporting you. Because when there are people that God has brought for that particular vision, remember that visions are given by God and callings are given by God. When God has given you a vision, and you need to realize that God will also give you people that will support you in the vision. When people are given to you to support you in the vision, don't take advantage of them. And we have seen a majority of the people that are actually taking advantage of the very same people that God brought to support them in the vision. Now, they're supporting you financially, you're taking advantage, now you're milking them dry financially. And you demanding money from them day in and day out, to an extent that they cannot actually manage their own finances anymore. You demand until you demand them to go and resign at work and take their pension money and bring for you. And when you do that, you're basically killing the very same people that are supposed to be supporting you. And therefore, when they withdraw not to support you, you start thinking that God has deserted you. But you have made this yourself upon your head, that you have started taking advantage of the people. And we want to say, as Church Governance Solutions, remember, on this platform, we restoring godly order in the house of the orderly God. And we want to emphasize that you need to be aware that when you start to take advantage of the people, you're going to lose them. And when you lose the people, you've lost the support. And as you lose the support, your ministry or your vision will die a natural death. So avoid actually taking advantage of those people. Also avoid expecting overnight growth, because there are those that think that a vision will grow now and now. And the vision will grow overnight. And we want to urge you, as Church Governance Solutions, that visions don't grow overnight. And visions don't grow on the same pace as well. So be patient, because many times there are people that get so impatient with their own dreams, with their own visions as well. We want to say that be patient, because it may not actually show up overnight. It may not grow overnight. It might take you years. To others, it will take fewer years. To others, even longer. Because remember that the visions are not the same. There are those that bear fruits much later and later in years. And there are those that will take many years to actually grow. And we want to emphasize that you become aware that you don't rush your vision and think that it must be overnight. No, it must actually grow at its own pace. It might be a short period of time, it might be a longer period of time, but what you need is patience as well. So that's very, very important that we emphasize that. Avoid expecting overnight growth. And you need also to avoid isolating yourself and connect with people of the same vision, because there are those people that say, I'm called, I'm having a vision, but you are a lone ranger. You want to be alone. You don't want to associate with other people. Remember that in this journey of having visions, there are those people that have been called before you. There are those that have started before you. The very same thing that you do, somebody has done it before. And therefore, when you don't associate with those people, you'll labor and sweat. You will hustle and toil and end up actually struggling to fulfill the vision because you're studying afresh where you're supposed to be learning from other people. But you can only learn from other people when you associate with them and not actually live a lone ranger life. And when you've got a vision, make sure that you relate with people, you associate with them, and you communicate with them, because the very same people are the ones who will help you to elevate or to bring up your vision. And sometimes there are things that you don't need to reinvent the wheel because somebody's done it before. So you definitely need just to copy and paste somewhere. There are those things that you need just to really get from someone's help, for them to help you on how to do it, and you do it seamlessly. And as a result, you'll realize that there are a lot of things that you would actually succeed in without even breaking a sweat. And that's very important that we mention that to you, that you relate with people, you connect with people, because the people particularly of the same vision will actually help you. And there are those that are in it for a long haul, and there are those that are in it way before you as well. Finally, avoid ignorance and empower yourself at times, at every time, because it's very important that you don't become ignorant. When you've got a vision, study and show yourself approved. So know some things, how to do them, administration. And of course, there are those things that you need to learn to go to school. There are those things that you need to learn by sitting under workshops of some kind. There are those that you learn from others as well. And we want to emphasize that because it's very important that you empower yourself for the vision and you not remain ignorant. Because an ignorant man or woman is actually not going to be able to see the way towards fulfilling that vision. So please don't remain ignorant. Study to show yourself approved, and make sure that you got as much information as possible so that you can do well in your vision. We want to end up here today. Your host, MIcornus Phokane. I'm the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. Remember, on this platform, we are restoring godly order in the house of the orderly God. Before we check out today's want to remind you of our social media platforms. Of course, our Facebook page is Church Governance Solutions. Please make sure that you open Church Governance Solutions, and please follow us there, like the page. And also remember that we've got a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel is under Young Men Empowerment Forum. So just type Young Men Empowerment Forum, then you'll pick up our videos there, and the good Lord will bless you as you do that. But subscribe to this YouTube channel, and Lord will bless you as you do that. TikTok account as well available, and we want to make you aware that on our TikTok account there is actually a great work that's been done there, and young people are following us there. We recently started actually with Instagram as well, so we want to emphasize that we want to be on every single platform, and so that you may be helped in those platforms. Until we meet again once more with another topic, may the good Lord bless you and allow us to say cheers for now.